Whenever we are in a foreign country, we always find ourselves in the middle of nowhere, lonely and alienated. Problems associated with intercultural interactions, or what we call culture shock.
Being culture shock and giving foreigners insights of their host country's local culture through television commercials as culture specific is what this film documentary about. Whether you're a tourist, sojourner, international student, expatriate worker, immigrant, or refugee, experiencing alienation in a foreign country is part of a natural adjustment in one's new host country. Culture shock refers to the anxiety and feelings of surprise, disorientation, uncertainty, confusion felt when people have to operate in a different and unknown cultural or social environment, grows out of the difficulties in assimilating the new culture, causing difficulty in knowing what is appropriate and what is not. Cultural learning is the process whereby sojourners acquire culturally relevant social knowledge and skills in order to survive and thrive in their new society. Indeed, culture can be manifested in many ways. At this day and age, we do not have to further explore to experience culture. Modern media, particularly television, brought to us culture in our own midst. Television's role in society as one of common storyteller, it is the mainstream of our popular culture. Its world shows and tells us about life, people, places, striving, power, and fate. As such, television has joined the ranks of socialization agents in our society and in the world at large.
My favourite television ad is the Carlton Draft ad.
Pepsi commercials.
Pure blonde beer.
Cadbury because it has a sense of humour in it.
According to Ronnie Zirinsky, advertisement is a machine that creates culture. When we switch our television sets, advertisements or television commercials are dominating the screens. They may be amusing, entertaining, or sometimes annoying. Television commercials are designed first and foremost to sell a product, yet commercials often have effects beyond the purchase of a product. The influence of the TV ad goes way beyond sticking a stupid song in our head, irritating us, or even the selling of a specific product. Television advertising's power comes from its presence and visibility both as a textual, symbolic system and as an economic system. We can present and classify culture in these distinct ways. Culture through people's way of life, language, events, food, religion, sports, and through the way people view physical appearance and beauty. Television ads reflect local culture as manifested through the examples of established brands. Advertisements must exploit the most current, most familiar, most rooted cultural idioms of the target society in order to function smoothly. Famous landmarks of a country can also be manifested in most of local ads, such as these ones. Advertisements use language, and there are four main points about the relationships between languages in the society in which they are spoken or written.
Quisiera poder dar todo el amor que hay en mí, compartir mi alegría, entregarte el corazón. I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole round world to hear.
Different social groups use different varieties of language. The same people employ different varieties of language in different situations. It also reflects and shapes the society or culture in which it is spoken. Culture speaks of events of a country.
The January 26 Telstra ad.
The Telstra ad about the significance of January 26 to Australians will make a foreigner and even locals think on what January 26 is all about.
What does January 26 mean to Australians? Everyone gets a day off to watch cricket.
I see. Next time maybe you should mention the tennis as well.
In terms of food, the cluster of activities that surround cooking and eating stakes out culinarity as a privileged entry into the social order. Food and foodways afford a singular insight into any culture. Cuisine shifts agriculture into culture and asserts physiology into society. Food as an integral part of a nation's cultural identity reflects on what kind of meals served. McDonald's and KFC modified its products in order to suit to their customers' needs. Take examples of these ads. Different countries varies in the variety of food they serve to suit on a country's way of eating, incorporating local tastes. Ads also reflects on the faith observed by the majority of a nation.
Thank you rin po na umokay na asthma ng mister ko. At thank you po na kahit papano, nakakaluwag-luwag na kami sa araw-araw. Amen. O anak, Jollibee na tayo. Thank you po.
Sports has functioned as a time-honored stage on which societies define conventions of interaction, especially conflict. Sports also is a reflection of a country's passion. Famous sports personalities usually grace an ad, a source of a pride of a nation. Personal appearance has a profound influence in the nature and reach of Western and Oriental cultures, including how we define role models, who governs us, what products we buy, and what services we consume. It is a component of the core values that we pass along to our children and of our choice of friends. In short, the PA phenomenon permeates society and makes a powerful difference in the lives of hundreds of millions of people. In terms of physical beauty and appearance, most Asian countries have preferences for a beautiful white skin. Thus, whitening products are constantly presented on television to show people that having a pearly white skin is something beautiful and nice.
In sum, host mass communication experiences serve the end of adaptation, often filling the gap that strangers have in communicating with host nationals interpersonally. Although lacking the intensity of interpersonal experiences, mass communication experiences, particularly television advertisements, help strangers broaden their perspective of the host culture beyond their immediate interpersonal environment by providing information about the society at large. This has been Ramfo Channel Pacifico saying, thank you for watching.